All right, YouTube, free YouTube. I am not dead, but I recently was in the emergency room for 7 hours. I still got my little band that I ripped off during Discord show right here. Probably have EKG sticker rip-off marks on my chest still. But we're going to cover Verasity here. I am starting to feel better, though. So I'm expecting a lot more activity out of me. I have slept the last 2 nights. So here we go. It costs $36 a year to join the lowest tier, the most economic tier, where you can hear my thoughts on where, if I were in a position on Verasity, what would I do or what would be my main play. But I just on the stream for the paying community, again, the loyalty tier is only, I think it's $3 a month, right? So if you're dealing with a lot of Verasity, $36 a year, okay, whatever, if you want to know my thoughts. But for free, I'm going to let you know what I think a good way to view price is and what you might want on your chart, and then simply apply basic support resistance rules. I'm not going to give you indicators to look at, which honestly, in a bear market, I think it's pointless. Sideways price action indicators are absolutely pointless. And honestly, almost everything is absolutely pointless, perhaps besides candle color. Like choppy price action, really candlesticks are about the best way to do anything. Because it tells you don't do anything at all, which is the entire point. Here's one way to look at Verasity. So to get value out of this free video here, just take the time to copy this. This is a pretty key line in the sand. Let me put it at 0.0063. Pretty sure I had to put 0.0063. And this is the daily 200. So here's one of 2 ways that I would look at stuff. Daily 200, if it goes back below it, that's pretty bad, right? Well, it went above it, used it as support, went below it, and now it's going on both sides. So if you see it go below this, this green line, I mean, it's kind of like cutting price in half. But just simply the daily 200 plus origin lines. And I'll zoom out so you can, attempt to copy these origin lines. I have posted the Verasity origin lines in the Discord Cryptillion tutorial channel, and it's there forever. So you can really zoom in and see it. I have everything perfectly labeled, but if you want to try to give this a shot, this is all of price action. So this is February of 2020. And then the daily 200. Simple support resistance. Now, with this, I will give you one idea though. Just think of it. Support resistance, higher low, higher high. You have technically a lower low right now, but higher highs. So you're in a pennant. It could really break out either way. But you just broke. So Batman so for anybody watching the free version who's in the community or has access to that video, it's the tutorial number 8. Batman took out this low. So you are automatically on what? Lower high warning. Well, how do you do low high warning? There, just connect that. Is it still under there? It is. So the pennant is going to be this big right here. So everything is just in a triangle bouncing around doing absolutely nothing in that area. Like that's not real. There's no actual breakout of anything. It's doing all of the same thing in this triangle. Does that make sense so far? Boom, in there. There's no change. But if you go like this, this is the only light suggestion I'll give. If Bitcoin stays healthy, look what aligns. So I have an area where I'm kind of thinking price might want to go. This white line will intersects almost perfectly with an origin line. So I would keep this 0.0085 in mind. It's pretty key on 2 different types of analysis, and they align perfectly. But I think the most important thing for general up, general down is the daily 200. Like even if you're on the 5-minute chart, okay, I would have an MTF EMA on. I would have the daily 200 on at all times. So look how perfectly it interacted with it. This is the stuff you're looking for. Basic support and resistance. So I'm on the 5-minute chart, and this is the daily 200. Do you see that? I would definitely have this line at all times on my chart. Look, this is what's going on right here. And that is what we have for Verasity. Actually, I will zoom out to let you try to copy this second part as well. I didn't keep it on there long enough for you to look at it. And again, on the stream, I gave everybody my thoughts. They saw my confused faces on, I can't really tell, until I fished around for this information to give you. I will take off, where's that one? This one on. And I can take off the daily 200. Let's see here. Actually, this is irrelevant at this point. So this is now, yeah. Yeah, honestly, I would just do it like this because this is the higher low zone. So if it falls out of here, which is pretty similar to going below the daily 200, it's really going to drop. It needs to stay in here to continue going up. So just literally the projector tool on top of what that is. And try to make it a little similar to that. So these wicks came about halfway through. And if you want to get more precise than a projector tool, okay, that's fine. On Bitcoin, I usually do. Altcoins, I like to use the projector tool because really they can do whatever the hell they want. Especially if they're on futures. But if you want to be super specific, I wouldn't think there's going to be any breakdown until that box specifically is broken. So see how this wick gets the top of it and down here and recent bounce gets the bottom? So I would have that rotated rectangle there and just use some basic support resistance rules. And that's all you get from me. We'll see you on the next one.